Hey folks, Charlie Sims here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are having a lovely day and thank you for joining me for a speed build. And today we are building a large farmhouse. So this actually has 7 bedrooms. One of the bedrooms is a study because I realised I made a lot of the bedrooms cater for 2 Sims, and then I thought, well, you can only have 8. So yeah, I actually added a study instead of a bedroom. And a lot of the builds I've done recently have been pack restricted, but this one is definitely not pack restricted by any means of the word. I think I use all the packs, but I'm not sure. You'll be able to find out on the gallery, but I don't really like restrict myself at all. It's 7 bedrooms, so I didn't want to repeat furniture, so it just uses as much furniture as possible, basically. But yeah, I do quite like the look of this house. It looks quite small at the moment, but it is huge. I think I'm working on the 40 by 50 lot, and we do make this a little bit bigger. So yeah, it's got a lot of downstairs space, got a lot of upstairs space, and it's on a huge lot, so we end up putting 2 sheds for a llama or a cow. I actually place a llama to test because one of the sheds are like in the home, but not. I mean, you'll see that soon. But yeah, yeah, I have a llama shed, a cow shed, or I guess you could get another llama, and then I add a chicken coop, and then some like planting areas and a tractor. Yeah, and I'm just really happy with it. I've really wanted to do like a big farm for a while, and to be honest, I did this ages ago. It's just taken me ages to edit because this is a pretty long video. Yeah, it's about 40 minutes, so bear with me. I've also only just woken up, so this is the first thing I'm doing this morning. So yeah, sorry in advance if the voiceover is a little bit wobbly, but yeah, I'm just this is basically the build. This ends up being the front. I think we swap we're doing that now. I was just saying we swap the windows out, and then I'm just adding a window above here, and yeah, like I think it looks really cute. So we add a llama shed on the left, and I basically put the sheds down and then build around them. And like since doing this, I've seen some really clever tricks where you can literally just size the shed down completely and make your own shed, which is awesome. I don't actually do that. I just build walls like around the shed so that it kind of fits the home a little bit more. But I love that we're able to size down and make our own custom sheds. Yeah, I've seen some really awesome ones. Yeah, but playing about with platforms a little bit too. I think it ends up being 2 different platforms downstairs, and yeah, just adding some more windows. Love these windows. There's a lot of windows I like with the new pack, and yeah, my last few builds have just used all of the landscape from the new pack as well. I don't know whether I will ever stop using that new landscaping because it's like my favourite landscaping in the game, I think. Next to Romantic Garden, which I always forget to use their flowers because I just use debug plants mostly. But yeah, so the back basically mirrors the same, but we have like a few balconies. So they have like a section that's cordoned off where they have like a pool, and it's cordoned off from all of the farms and everything. Yeah, and this was me like playing about with platforms. So there's a lower level, and then I end up just putting, as I said, a shed in there because yeah, there was just like too much inside to work with, too many rooms, and I just thought, oh, we've got to cut this down a little bit, so I put a shed in there, and it looks pretty cool because you can just see a llama. You can't actually see that it's a shed. It just looks like you've got a llama really close to your home. So yeah, I really like that, and yeah, that was play tested, so that's all good. You can actually add a llama and feed it and everything, and say llama puns to it. and whatever else you can do with the game. And I've also never put so much ivy on the walls before. Yeah, I just love doing that now. Yeah, which is weird because I know that we've had that ivy for a while with Discover University, but I really just like layering it with the vampire ivy, and I just really like how that kind of effect looks. Yeah, and this is me adding the llama shed. Oh yeah, there's that little chicken thing popping out, a rooster ornament at the top, so I just kind of put a satellite dish on there and hopefully it looks okay. But yeah, I would say that this was a pretty bougie farm. Yeah, it's not rustic. I mean, the farm side is, which is to the right, that will be all farm. But yeah, like apart from that, like it's pretty posh inside. Like they've got a really nice farmhouse and a really nice bit of land, and it's gated as well. So like I gate the whole thing, which I think, you know, there's something posh about living in a gated area. I feel certainly in England, that is, you know, you're minted if you're living in a gated community. Basically, I do take that tree out later because I feel like it's blocking. Like it's just blocking the home, and we do put some trees in this walkway, so we've got like a little bit of a walkway, and I'm going to add a gate soon, and I end up adding this gate from Romantic Garden, which I love. I think that looks awesome, and I end up using the fence as well because I try a load of these fences and none of them look as good as this, and yeah, we just make it double. And then, I don't know, I kind of imagine they both opened up for a car. I don't know, it doesn't really look like it. And we certainly, like, don't put a car on here. We do put a tractor, though. So, yeah, I was just kind of imagining that those double gates, like, opened up for a car. I don't know. I've got a big barrier in the middle, so I don't know how, but that was kind of the best I could do with this fence. I still feel like we don't have enough really nice gates, but yeah, now I'm playing about with some flowers. I love that thing as well from Cottage Living, so I add that, and then I'm playing about with these lights as well, and we just put two trees from Cats and Dogs, or the Cottage Living debug menu, as they're now in there, which is nice. And yeah, so I'm just doing the landscaping really, and it mostly uses Cottage Living bushes, but yeah, then a few Romantic Garden bushes as well. But yeah, I really like how this house looks, and I also am able to put that stained glass fox window in as well, which I haven't been able to use either. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, so just adding some miscellaneous flowers here. Yeah, just round the front of the house really. Thought that looked nice next to the walkway. But yeah, now I'm just finishing off the landscaping, and then I think we start working on the farm afterwards. And yeah, just I think I end up using the vampire kind of stone path. Yes, I do really like that one. I think it blends really well with that outdoor retreat platform as well. It's quite easy to use all of the packs. Yeah, I find that there's something useful in all of them, even if it's just one thing. Oh yeah, also putting that window from Laundry Day in the corner. Yeah, that makes the living room look really nice and airy, and I did really like doing that. But yeah, now I'm covering up this shed, which was quite difficult because, yeah, like, as I said, I think what's best to do with the sheds is actually, like, size them down and cover them up. I saw a tutorial, I can't remember who from, because, yeah, you've just got, like, this black hole into the shed that I don't think is that realistic, and it means that you can't really put windows in because, well, I mean, that kind of works. I think I do still end up moving that. I can't quite, yeah, I do end up moving that. And yeah, and then I think I put a door, like a non-archway door, and that works. So I just end up putting I think the door that I put at the front, that actually works really well. Yes, so we put like 2 of those, and then like the llama or cow can come out of that. But yeah, like it's difficult to put windows and doors in because it's just brick or then a black hole. But yeah, I really don't like that black hole. I think it doesn't look very realistic in my opinion. But yeah, so just pulling some more out of the debug menu. I've got a tractor, and this is like their little patch to plant various vegetables and things. And yeah, this is kind of cordoned off, I think, from the animals, because I just thought that was sensible, because otherwise they would just eat all the crops, right? And I think we get we like cover this with we just cover the corner with like those hay chairs that we got that look like stacks of hay, that I really like. So yeah, this is me kind of sizing them up and just covering them. So yeah, it looks like I imagined that they owned quite a lucrative farm, and they kind of like sell their goods and whatnot. So yeah, and then like I put this chicken coop at the back, and then kind of did end up moving that shed there, but should have enough room for a llama. And yeah, it was trying to make this coop like as big as possible. And I initially put it at the front, but I didn't like how it looks, so everything's like kind of at the back. And yeah, we do like a lot of terrain paint a lot of the back, so it looks rustic. And there's the llama, and like just less polish, because at the moment it's just looking like they've got some really nice lawn grass everywhere. So yeah, this is all of the grass is just more worn and I guess bitten, like at this side of the farm, and then we separate that with a fence. So soon I will be making the fence. As you can see, did this offline, but the bedrooms have got, I think that's one balcony from the kitchen and then one balcony from the bedroom. So this is actually like a generation type home, and I was imagining that a grandma lived here. That was in my head anyway. A grandma, 2 parents, and then a load of kids. Yeah, that's what I kind of envisioned when I was making this. But I mean, you can move any of your Sims in, and then change their bedrooms based on personality, and you know, make all the changes you would like, basically. But yeah, so, and I loved using that little sign as well. I think we moved that later, but that just seems so realistic to me. Yeah, I'm skipping past quite a bit of this because the outside took me a really long time. I mean, we're 30 minutes in and we're not on the inside yet. So the landscape is skipped, but we also have bee boxes, insect boxes, just everything that you can kind of farm. And I really enjoy doing that, like, because I didn't restrict myself. Yeah, and as you can see, like a lot of the grass area is worn. Because like there's a little llama, and I also have or cow, and I have also separated the animals from the patch in the corner. But yeah, sorry that was so quick. I felt like I didn't talk about that at all, but yeah, like you can see more in the screenshots, but that's the general gist of it. And that was so rushed, just so that the video wasn't like an hour long. So but yeah, hopefully you got the gist of it there, that it was you know, like more kind of worn, and I think it's quite realistic for a farm. I tried to make it as realistic as possible. I don't see many farms, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully that was all right. But now we're on to the living room, and I think the living room is so cute. I'm so happy that I added this window from laundry day, because it meant that I could put that like seat from laundry day in, and it just looks very like open and like a bit like a conservatory in that corner, I guess. But yeah, I really liked that. And yeah, I've done the floor plan offline as well, because that took me a while. So that was done offline. And yeah, now I'm just like basically just cluttering up this living room. We end up adding I think a game table in the corner by the window, because yeah, like the main living area with the TV is kind of like shoved in the corner. So we've got like all of this other space, but there ends up being like a cloakroom, and yeah, as I said, like we end up putting a games table in this little bit here. I had like a weird gap, but I think that works. Yeah, do quite like that. And I don't like the TV being too far away from the sofa. I don't know, I don't like that. So yeah, I didn't want the TV to be, yeah, like really far away from the sofa. So that's why we've got all of this space. But now, yeah, I'm using that from Eco Lifestyle. Like, it's a shelf, but I wanted to make it look like a shoe rack. So I do that. And yeah, this is just like a little bespoke kind of cloakroom. And then I think we just put a rug and then like leave that. So that was the living room, and that was brief as well. But again, just trying to condense so much content. I also play about with these cabinets and counters a lot, because we have like 3 different dark blue cabinets and counters, and I really didn't know which one I wanted to use. And yeah, it was quite difficult to make all these unique, as you're seeing me struggle. So I actually put together country living, country kitchen kits, and parenthood, and I kind of use all of them. And as you can see, I think that works pretty well. Maybe apart from the parenthood one, which is like obviously a lighter blue, but I don't know, it didn't really bother me, to be honest. And I think like it all looks like nice, so hopefully that slightly different blue doesn't bother you. A lot of the time when you put together parenthood counters anyway, they're slightly different shades, so maybe that's why it doesn't bother me that much. I do hope they fix that soon. I think it's just like the corner piece, right? So I just like never use that corner piece, but I mean, still to this day, as you can see, that parenthood kitchen set is my favourite kitchen set. That being said, this is the middle island is actually country kitchen, so I just think they go really well, parenthood and country kitchen kit. I think it's that one and not the other one that we got with country living. I'm getting them all mixed up now, but basically we have in the game now, we have 3 dark blue counters, and I'm living for it. I'm really happy about it. And yeah, so this, yeah, I thought I'd bung the dining room in with the kitchen. Like, there probably was enough room for a separate dining room, but I just decided, let's get another bedroom down here. Like, this is too big a dining room, and you know, it can fit in the kitchen. And I still think the kitchen doesn't look too cluttered. No, I don't know, I'm not sure. Hopefully you think it doesn't look too cluttered. Oh, and I also forget a fridge, so we end up putting it down out here, and here is like a little bit of a pantry area, and I love it. There's a wine rack, there's that from Untitled, that kind of just, I mean, I guess it's just storage, right? Food storage, and I absolutely love that. I think it's so realistic when you're living in the country to kind of like bulk buy food because you're not by shop. I mean, I don't know, because I don't actually live in the country. I live in the suburbs, so this is completely alien to me, but they're certainly rich enough to have a pantry, so I gave them a pantry. Sorry, sipping tea. I've only just woke up. I don't function without my tea, so yeah, just cluttering up the kitchen a little bit more, and I think I do actually cut some clutter out of the kitchen as well, but you'll be able to see everything in the screenshots. And now we are on to the parents' bedroom. No, we're not. We just put a bed in there. We are on to the what I envisioned was the grandmother's bedroom, and this is like at the back of the house, and she's got a balcony to the swimming pool, which I think is great. Yeah, and we give her a little vanity table, and yeah, she's got everything in this room. I really gave this room some love. Yeah, so we decided to separate it into two because it's just such a big room. I actually put a fireplace and a few chairs on the other side. So yeah, she's really got like a bit of a haven here to just like escape from all of the grandkids. And yeah, I guess her kid, who she's living with as well, her adult kid. But yeah, and yeah, I'm also using this brick inside as well. I like kind of accent it in a lot of on a lot of the walls. I just think it looks really nice. Giving her a little cluster of paintings now, and then I think I put shelves on either side of those end tables as well. It's quite a neat room, but it is also like quite cluttered. Let's call it lived in. I wanted to make it look lived in, and like I think it really does. Yeah, like adding a bit of a plant, and then I think we put a mirror. Yeah, we're putting a mirror in between those two windows as well. And yeah, I think I would love this bedroom. Yeah, just adding, I think I had one chair and then a stool. Yeah, and maybe like, I don't know, she does her knitting here quite stereotypically. I don't actually add a knitting basket here, but I imagine this would be quite a nice place to knit in the evenings. She hasn't even got a telly. She should probably have a telly up here. I love cluttering up this fireplace. I don't know when I'm going to stop using this fireplace in particular. It's my favourite one of the two. I don't have OMSP shelf either for this one. I think like there was an update. I've got it now, but there was like an update recently. Like there's so many updates nowadays, and I love them. It's just every time I have to download the OMSP shelf, and I haven't got Twisted Mex's debug either, because I don't know, like I back up my mods and then add the mods, and they're still, I don't know, they just don't seem to work for me, like adding my mod back in, so I just re-download it. I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that. Oh, and then I thought, God, we've got a lot of room in this room, so I gave her a cat, and I love that rug. I don't know where that rug's from. I think it might be vampire stuff. So yeah, she has a cat, and then well, I mean, we've moved on now, but again, like editing and me trying to make this as quick as possible whilst giving you guys like the overview so that you saw like as much as possible. But yeah, you'll be able to see more of the grandmother's room in the screenshots. That is basically the room done, and this is the parents' room or parent. So yeah, this is fairly minimalistic. I think I went with making this modern. So there's like chest of drawers to the side, little chair in the corner. Just I don't know, just things that look quite modern. I think we end up going with like a white and a blue theme in the end, and then they've got a feature wall. I really like the wallpaper, the new wallpaper we got. I haven't done a build where it's like every wall is that wallpaper, because I feel like it just looks really busy, but I do like having a feature wall for it. I think that looks really nice. But yeah, we're just cluttering up this side table. And I do decide to put that that cow plant terranium in, which I don't normally do, but I don't know, I thought it looked nice on that set of drawers from, I think, City Living. That's ever so nice. Oh, and then we had this shelf, and this is just so great to fill space. Like, honestly, love this shelf for a space filler. We got a lot of space fillers with Eco Lifestyle, and it's just nice for like a big house like this. You know, you can't put it in your tiny builds, or at least I can't, but I do like putting it in you know, these rooms, big rooms. But yeah, this is basically the room. I think it's really nice. So yeah, so the nan went kind of dark wood, and then the parents got like a lighter wood, kind of blue, which is nice. And now I'm just like decorating her balcony. So she's got her own balcony, and I think I put, yeah, like a little lounger on the other side. Oh, and then yeah, some more like family activities. I mean, it's not a family activity, it's beer pong, but when I put this down, like, I imagined that it was for like table tennis. I don't know whether you can actually play table tennis on it, or it's just beer pong. Yeah, I think it's just beer pong, isn't it? But it looks good. But yeah, like, not exactly family gameplay, unless like the adults are having a boozy night with their friends around, I guess. Still not family gameplay, but just trying to think of when you could play it with it in this scenario. Yeah, and now I'm adding a little table and a barbecue area just in the corner. Yeah, and I think, yeah, we just add a load of seats there, so I think that's big enough for the whole family to kind of like sit round when they're having like their pool days. So that's the outside. And now I'm on to the kids' bedroom. So we're still downstairs. So there's 3 bedrooms downstairs and there's 4 bedrooms upstairs. So yeah, I imagine that some twins live here, have this room. And yeah, we actually put like a corner seat here. I love what I do in a minute. So I put a shelf in, and then underneath the shelf I put a load of toy boxes, and I just imagine this being like some extra storage for the kids, and then also clutter up this shelf as well with like toys from Strangerville that they've probably won when they've gone to a circus or something, a money bag, yeah, a little toy block box, just things you'd have. They've got a feature wall as well, but we do end up adding this pink wall from City Living. It looks a little bit more worn, but then I think if they're kids, which they are, that's going to happen anyway. And I think they're pretty young kids. I can't remember what I add now, like, it's been a while. Like, I think they're at school, but I don't know if I put any like makeup down, or it's all like crafts and then soft toys. Oh yeah, of course they have a Void Critter kind of PlayStation. Yeah, thought I'd add that in. I do really like that gameplay, and we had a lot of room in the middle. So yeah, just cluttering up the top of the wardrobe now, and I do this all without OMSP, and I'm watching it like, how did I do it all without OMSP? Crazy. But yeah, so add in a little bunny, some yeah, I think at the time I imagined that they were really young. They do have a hairdryer though. Oh no, I am adding makeup. Okay, maybe they're just like, you know, kids. If that makes sense. Like, they've got like little play makeup and toys, but they're not they're not like preteens. They're like a bit younger than preteens, I was imagining. I don't know. I mean, feel free to like remove the makeup if it's not realistic, or even like, I don't know, make the room a bit more adult like. yeah, obviously, like, do whatever you like with my build if you download it. But yeah, I'm just adding some more paintings down, and I really like that settee they've got in the window. I just love it. And then we add a couple of rugs, and then I think we're probably gonna move on. Or oh no, I clutter this like their like craft table as well. And I imagine they just did their homework on there. There's a diary on there. To be honest, it's really cluttered with craft items, but I find that kids don't really do homework at their desks in The Sims anyway. And there's certainly a lot of places in the home to do homework. So yeah, they probably don't do homework in their room. But yeah, now I'm adding I basically did all of the bathrooms offline, and I thought I would show you guys this bathroom. Just trying to think how many bathrooms. Oh, and I never get to use this like towel shelving unit from Eco Lifestyle, but I love it and I use it every chance I get, and this seemed like a good chance to use it. Yeah, so they've got the really bougie bath here. But yeah, a lot of the bathrooms are big. I think this ends up being, it might possibly be 4 bathroom. Yeah, like there's a lot of bathrooms in here, so that's why you're only seeing one. And they basically all look like this. They're just a little bit different. Oh, you just saw a glimpse of another one. Ah, okay, so yeah, there's 2 bathrooms up here, and there's probably 2 bathrooms downstairs. So yeah, I reckon that there's 4. But yeah, some have showers, some have baths, some have both, I think. So yeah. But now I am doing the teenager's bedroom. So imagine this, a teenager living here, and they are into, well, they've got a hamster, so they like animals. And I think I give this teenager a yoga mat as well. And yeah, just like a little desk area. So yeah, I think maybe like they're a teenager or they're at uni at home, maybe like one or the other. So yeah, they need like a desk for all of their school or uni work. Or yeah, maybe they're at college. And yeah, added that heater from Snowy Escape because I love that heater. And yeah, just like cluttering up this desk basically. Just trying to think what else I give the sim. Oh yeah, a little bookcase, and then I think, no, it's completely gone. I did this a while ago, so yeah, and my memory isn't what it used to be. That makes me sound 80. I'm only 28. But yeah. Oh yeah, I had a little chair from Parenthood. I never used that chair, but I think that looks really cute in bedrooms. And yeah, this is basically the room. I don't think I do much more with it. It's yeah, it's quite a small room. As it goes, I just like, yeah, clutter the shelves up because yeah, they've got quite a small room, so I imagine that there's just stuff everywhere. Oh, and imagine that this sim did crocheting as well, so I added the crochet at the top of the wardrobe. So yeah, and then a little poster of maybe their favourite show. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, and now I think soon, once I add the curtains, we'll be moving on to the other teenage bedroom. So yeah, there's 2 teenagers in here. So like, if we're counting it up, there's a grandmother, 2 kids, 2 teenagers, and then there's another 2 kids. So 7 so far, and then the 2 parents, or the 1 parent. So that's what I had in mind. But yeah, so the colour scheme for this teenager's room is a bit darker, and I end up moving this room actually because I think this is a bit big for them. And then I think we've got twin kids in here. And I actually I actually changed this room to be well, I imagine they were twins or like kids of a similar age, and their room is very similar to the room downstairs. It's just blue instead of pink. So I'll give them like the Strangerville desk purely for decoration. I think it looks really good as a setup. Or I mean, maybe like they do spy on various people. I did think that was like their desk setup. And anyway, I'm adding a guitar in, football, and I think this sim is really into music. Basically, I do end up deleting that dart table, I think. So we're just adding a load of music posters, and then they're still studying, so they're still at school. So we do have like what I always imagine to be the periodic table poster. I put that by their desk, and they're just really into music. I did actually forget to put the piano in, which I was a bit gutted about, but that's okay. But now I'm trying to find a bed that is similar in colours, and I do, because we're using all the packs. Just because I didn't want the beds to be I don't like the beds being completely identical in like kids' rooms. I don't know, I just don't think it actually happens, or at least when I used to share a room with my sister, that wasn't the case anyway. So I was thinking that these kids are a bit younger than the kids downstairs. Like, they've obviously got this little play den, and then big toys, and then this kind of block like Lego table. So I was thinking that they were younger than the kids downstairs. But so I don't really focus on school or anything, so it's more just like crafting. And I mean, even like they could just like newly be kids, and like they were toddlers not so long ago. I know we don't have these age groups. This is just what I was imagining when I was like making the rooms, because I do like enjoy making rooms for different ages, because I think like you grow up by a couple of years as a kid, and like your room just drastically changes. Like, I don't know, like when you're an adult your room doesn't change, but when you're a kid it just changes every couple of years. It's like, I want this mural, oh no, now I don't want this mural, it's too childish, and now I want this. And I don't know, it just feels like it changes all the time, like more than just for the two age groups we have in The Sims. So that's what I did here. And is that all I add in the kids' room? I just add this rug, and then we're done. So that was the kids' room. And we do have another room because it is 7-bedroom, and I end up adding a little desk, little office space, and this actually has 2 desks in, which is exciting. I quite like the idea of like couples desks or corner desks or whatever. They've got a big corner desk and 2 chairs, and then we just put like a laptop skewed to the side. So I was thinking, like, if there was 2 parents that like the other parent works here but they don't work from home as often as the the parent with the full setup, and they just like occasionally come here with their laptop to like finish a bit of work off for the day, or or maybe like they're doing finances on the farm. I wasn't sure. I imagine owning a farm is a full-time job, so maybe this is just for gaming or finances, admin, farm marketing. Like, as I said, I think they have a lucrative farm. And this cabinet actually works really, really well for a desk. What's it called? Study. Those cabinets work really well for a study. I added them, and then I changed the clutter a little bit so that they didn't look completely identical. I think that works really well. I wasn't thinking that they were interior designers as well, but maybe that's a mood board for their home, because they do have a very nice home. Yeah, and then just adding a couch in, and then a little end table, and I think after that we just add pictures. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the desk turned out, actually. The study turned out, and like the kind of desk space and the overhead shelving unit, I think that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. And then soon we'll just add a rug, and then we will move on to the landing. So this is the landing, and we do the landing really quickly, and then it's the end of the build. So thank you so much for watching this. Well done for getting to the end of it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more content from me, please hit subscribe. Catch you later.